Hey guys, I'm sick again. It was like, what, not even 2 weeks ago. I had a cold, got over that. I think this is going to be a little worse. My wife has had something like the flu for the last few days, and now I'm getting it. I'm trying to like kick its ass before it really attacks. A lot of orange juice and medicine, but I'm sitting here and I'm like, there's really no reason why I can't do at least one of these video game promo item videos. I don't want to miss a day. I mean, I'm just sitting on a damn couch, so it's not like I'm really doing a lot of work to do this episode or anything. But, yeah, so screw being sick. Here's an episode. First up is this Dead Space 2 inflatable gun. I want to say that they only sent one of these to our store. I don't know if their idea was, you know, we would goof around and pretend to shoot customers or some shit with it, but after we got our, like, 2 days worth of fun at the store, I took it home before it got, you know, destroyed or popped. I liked Dead Space 2, but I wasn't as big a fan of it as I was the first game. It just was a little bit too predictable when you were gonna, you know, get scared. And most of the time when enemies did show up, they were in large groups in big open rooms. So I like the first one a little bit better. I'm hoping Part 3 will, you know, end up kind of falling in between the two, because yes, now you can do, you know, the whole, like, co-op buddy mission stuff, but you can still play as, you know, just one single dude, just Isaac, so hopefully that turns out pretty damn cool. There are some videos on my channel. You'd have to do some digging. You can see the dust coming off this thing, can't you? You'd have to do some digging for my wife playing Dead Space, the first one. I forced her to play it. She cannot stand horror games. It's absolutely hilarious. And she actually mentioned recently maybe we should do it again, and you know, I should just film her. So you actually might see some technically, like, you know, gameplay type of videos on my channel. They're gonna mainly be of my wife freaking out, but I might try to, you know, bring that back. Up next is a little GameStop baggie full of weed. No, I'm just joking. It is a watch for Chaos Legion. This came out on the PS2, and I had mixed feelings about this game. It was pretty bland in the sense of, like, areas. I mean, you basically just sort of went into a new area. Here, let me show you the watch. You sort of just went into a new area and beat up some guys, and then went into another area and beat up some guys, but there just wasn't much to look at. It did have a cool combat system, but I want to say I bought it with another game. Beats me what title it was, but I played the hell out of that other game and only played this for, I don't know, maybe like 3 or 4 hours that first day, and then put it on the shelf and didn't touch it for like a couple of years later. But it's a pretty cool little watch, and I don't want to break it or screw it up, but it has like a magnifying glass, there we go, on the top that swivels out. So that's a pretty neat feature. And whatever happened with game companies putting out like watches as like pre-order bonus or like a special item inside? I can imagine they're a little bit costly, but for a while it seemed there was a lot of watches that were just given out. This is another thing that is just absolutely covered in dust. I really need to clean in here a lot better. This is a Little Big Planet 2 crane machine, like a cardboard crane machine. I remember when the Sony rep came in, and he had this little packet, and our Sony rep is like this younger dude. I haven't seen him in a long time, but he came in, he had this little packet that said LBP2 on it, and I was like, oh, that's awesome, you know, what's in it? I didn't even know what was in it, but I was looking forward to the game coming out, and he busted out, and I was kind of hoping that he wasn't going to, like, rip it apart, but he did. He destroyed, like, the packaging. The packaging was actually cool on it, too. And he set it up, and it's this little, you know, claw machine, crane machine, and it lasted a little bit, but it started to fall apart at the store. It's basically, like, taped up the sides inside, and it just kept popping and popping. I put double-sided tape on it, and it kept falling apart, so I rescued it before it ended up on the floor or in a little kid's, like, you know, stroller. We have always the issue of kids liking to touch and crush everything that's cardboard in the damn store, so I try to save stuff that I'm interested in and want to add into the game room. But yeah, no, it's not a functioning crane machine. That would have been really cool. These next items I'm going to show because another YouTuber by the name of Pimp Pastor JJ, totally his real YouTube name, asked about one of these. On my video game promo items part 1, he said, hey, if you ever come across of one of these, which I'll just show it, this little Zelda Spirit Tracks, like, countertop standee that you put the game in, basically, just to advertise it. He's like, if you ever see one of these, let me know. And I was like, I see one right now. it's sitting on top of my entertainment system in my game room. So I figured I would show it, and I also have another little one for Dragon Quest VI. They're just, I mean, they're cool looking. Yes, they were designed to put like a promo case in the store, and, you know, people could come up and be like, oh, I want to buy this, and you're like, the game's not really in there, put it back, please. So I know I don't store my copies of these games in them, but I do store a bunch of old cat hair. Damn, this is really fucking dirty in here. I just got done with a massive sneeze attack, so I look like I'm dying right now. This is the last item I'm going to show before I die. It is a Katamari little cell phone charm, and when you get a cell phone call, it's supposed to light up in his face, but it doesn't work anymore. I'm sure the battery died in it quite a while ago. I don't remember which game this actually came out for. It was at least 2 or 3 years ago now. Obviously, though, it wasn't like one of the PS2 titles or anything. But I'm a big fan of the Katamari games. I own every release they've done in North America. I wish there was more like cool little shit like this for it. My friend, he had like a promo set. Like, I used to have a friend that would do like online reviews for a couple different websites. They were very small websites. I think one was called like PlayStation Nation or PlayStation World or something like that. But he would get cool little things sent to him, like this whole Katamari magnet set he had on his refrigerator, which was awesome. But I found another cell phone charm on eBay. It's not this one, but it's Katamari Damacy promo cell phone. I'm reading it right now. Keychain, ultra rare promo item sealed, and they want $80 for it. Yeah, like starting bid of $60, but like I said, I know this. It's different because that one has a light up antenna, and this one had a light up face, and that one looks stupid, and this one looks cool. But anyway, that's it, guys. I apologize for sort of a less enthusiastic episode. I mean, like I said, I'm pretty ill right now, but I still wanted to put something up for you, and I will, I guess, just talk to you later tomorrow. I'll see you here. Peace.